Baba Vanga, the blind mystic who saw the future, reading and published by Mr. Books. In the quiet, unassuming town of Strumica in North Macedonia, an extraordinary life unfolded, a life shrouded in layers of myth, reality, and profound human experience. Baba Vanga, known widely as the Bulgarian Nostradamus, emerged from the shadows of her blindness, possessing insights that were, according to many, far beyond the capacity of ordinary human perception. Born on January 31, 1911, this enigmatic figure would, throughout her life, offer glimpses into the future that captivated countless souls worldwide, leaving a mark not easily forgotten. Her predictions, ranging from global events to personal insights, stirred both admiration and skepticism, raising questions about the nature of fate and free will. Baba Vanga's early life was punctuated by tragedy, beginning with a severe accident at a young age that robbed her of her sight. However, rather than succumbing to despair, she turned inward, developing an acute sensitivity to the energies and emotions of those around her. This transformation ignited within her a unique form of perception, one that transcended traditional senses. Her gift, or perhaps curse, placed her at the intersection of humanity's hopes and fears. Throughout her lifetime, Vanga foretold monumental disasters, political upheavals, and societal shifts with uncanny accuracy. The events she described often unfolded in ways that couldn't be eliminated through mere coincidence. Millions sought her counsel, validating her status as a mystic. Yet, this fame brought forth a double-edged sword. With every genuine testament to her abilities came streams of skepticism and derision. Critics questioned the validity of her pronouncements, attributing them to chance or selective interpretation. The world remained divided. The faithful clung to her words, while others dismissed her as an eccentric. Her influence permeated generations, bridging cultural and national divides. Those within the Balkans revered her. Her name became a beacon for those grasping for understanding in turbulent times. Meanwhile, others saw her as a superstitious relic, holding firm to rationality in a rapidly changing world. Yet, the gravity of her predictions, particularly those surrounding significant historical events, kept her relevant in modern discussions about clairvoyance, historical foresight, and their implications. The narrative of Baba Vanga invites us to explore not only the prophecies themselves, but also the broader human fascination with the unknown. It compels us to reflect on our relationship with destiny and the extent to which we acknowledge forces beyond our comprehension. This exploration leads us through her origins, the development of her worldview, the evolution of her reputation, and ultimately, her enduring legacy as a cultural icon. This book aims to decode the enigma that is Baba Vanga, navigating the intricate web of belief and skepticism that has woven itself around her life and her unsettling ability to glimpse into the uncertain future. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to support the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an audiobook that could change your life. Now, let's begin. Enjoy. Chapter 1. Origins of Sightless Vision. Baba Vanga's journey into the realm of mysticism began not with hallowed rituals or sacred texts, but rather in the mundane details of her early life. Born in a tumultuous era marked by societal change and emerging identities, Vanga's childhood in Strumica was rife with challenges. The dawn of the 20th century was a precarious time for many in Eastern Europe. Political upheaval often shadowed familial life. Her early years were characterized by innocence until an accident at the age of 12 altered the trajectory of her existence. Struck by a violent storm while tending to cattle, she was flung to the ground, her eyes buried in the dust and debris. The resulting blindness was not merely a physical handicap, it marked the beginning of a transformative odyssey. The darkness that enveloped her became a sanctuary of sorts. Stripped of visual distractions, her other senses heightened. The whispers of the earth around her became clearer and more pronounced. The blindness that could have been a sentence of despair instead formed the cradle of her extraordinary talent. Isolated from the ordinary interpretations of reality, young Vanga began to experience mysterious visions, intricate tapestries of thoughts and emotions that unveiled themselves in flashes of knowledge. When friends and family noticed her changing demeanor, they hesitated to believe in her newfound abilities. Yet, her predictions became increasingly accurate, and news of her skills traveled through the streets of her village, capturing the attention of those searching for answers. Despite her gift, Vanga's life was anything but simple. The social stigma attached to her blindness compounded her struggles. Villagers were uncertain how to approach her and what to make of her insights. For some, she was an oracle, for others, a pariah. The environment around her thrummed with skepticism, and yet, in her core, she could feel the currents of destiny intertwining through time and space. The culture of Bulgaria, steeped in folklore and mystical traditions, provided fertile soil for Vanga's burgeoning reputation. The rich tapestry of Slavic mythology, replete with spirits, prophets, and healing mystics, fostered a belief system that welcomed the unconventional. Stories of similar figures permeated her surroundings. Her experiences resonated with generations that came before. The villagers, at times distrustful, nevertheless possessed an innate curiosity that drew them to her. As Vanga matured, her capabilities broadened. She developed a keen sense of empathy, which became integral to her readings. Through her profound emotional awareness, she could articulate the inner turmoil of those who sought her guidance. Clients often recounted feelings of catharsis after visiting her, as if she had peeled back the layers of their burdens, exposing the core of their struggles. This interplay of energy fueled an intense bond between Baba Vanga and her clientele, a connection defined by mutual belief and desperation. The mystical ambience of Bulgaria played an important role in shaping her identity. The landscape, a blend of rugged mountains and serene valleys, mirrored the contrasts in her life. Where others saw chaos, she perceived harmonious patterns. Vanga's interpretations of future events often acknowledged not just the what, but the why and how, capturing the emotional narratives of those ensnared in her prophecies. While Vanga's early life shaped her destiny, the stories weaved around her by locals further complicated her identity. Her talent burgeoned, drawing people from near and far. They came not just with questions of future events, but also with wounds requiring healing and souls longing for solace. In this chapter, we bear witness to the emergence of Baba Vanga, the blind mystic, who would come to challenge the confines of human understanding. What began as visions in darkness gradually evolved into a profound exploration of fate, human connection, and the inexplicable journey toward an uncertain future. Chapter 2. The Rise of a Mystic. As the sun set on the tumultuous years of her adolescence, Baba Vanga's astuteness flourished within the deep-seated traditions of Bulgarian mysticism. She became a beacon for individuals grappling with the relentless questions of existence, drawing in an ever-expanding clientele that stretched beyond the borders of her quaint village. Strumica's narrow streets, often coated in the dust of everyday life, became a passageway for seekers craving wisdom, reassurance, or closure. Within Vanga's modest abode, an unspoken understanding formed. She was not merely a seer. She was a conduit for the unarticulated fears and hopes that boiled beneath the surface of human existence. The societal tapestry of the Balkans in the aftermath of World War II further amplified Vanga's significance. As the region grappled with loss, trauma, and a desperate need for healing, people turned to her with fervor. The defeat of familiar systems left individuals yearning for answers, and Vanga's prophecies provided a semblance of control in an uncontrollable world. Her early readings, initially confined to local villagers, exploded into a broader phenomenon, as tales of her uncanny accuracy stirred intrigue even among skeptics. Several accounts from this period illustrate Vanga's ability to tap into the societal consciousness. Amidst the disarray and disorientation of post-war life, she offered not only predictions, but also profound insights into the essence of human dilemma. Each reading transcended mere foretelling. They were conversations steeped in empathy and understanding. With her unparalleled ability to connect emotionally, Vanga transformed her humble space into a sanctuary for the troubled. The walls of her home absorbed the energy of whispered fears, traumas, and unfulfilled desires. Within this context, Vanga's fame grew exponentially. The local press, intrigued by her mystical presence, began documenting her predictions. The stories mesmerized the public, each narrative contributing to the expansive mythos surrounding her life. As whispers of her remarkable skills traveled beyond Bulgaria, a strange reverence mingled with skepticism, a necessary dichotomy in an age of uncertainty. The blind mystic captured the fascination of intellectual circles as well, where scholars delved into the psychology of prophecy, questioning Vanga's insights from philosophical and scientific perspectives. During the 1970s, as her predictions garnered international attention, Vanga's reputation as a mystic solidified. Personalities from various guises sought her counsel, from politicians grappling with existential threats to common folk yearning for solace. Accounts of her interactions frequently emerged, detailing moments that both stunned and inspired. She would close her eyes and engage with the energies around her, often laying bare the hidden fears of those seated before her. Clients reported feelings of catharsis, a sense of having their very souls bared to understanding. But with notable elevating fame came an equal measure of critique. Many skeptics accused her of manipulation, attributing her success to the power of suggestion or the artful crafting of broad general predictions. Such sentiments reflected a deeper societal resistance to exploring realms beyond rationality, a tension between the empirical and the ethereal that defined the climate of the late 20th century. Despite such skepticism, her impact cannot be understated. Vanga became emblematic of a deeper yearning, a collective desire to understand not just the grueling tumult of reality, but life itself. The spiritual, often neglected by the cacophony of modern existence, found a voice in her prophecies. Through her, individuals sought the validation of their fears, a thread of belief that their personal stories mattered on a grand scale. The rise of Baba Vanga did not merely signify her ascent as a mystic, it embodied a cultural moment steeped in obfuscation and hope. The depth of her insights often defied conventional understanding, unraveling the complexities of existence with remarkable clarity. As we delve deeper into this enigma of her rise, we explore the layers of reality shaped by belief, fate, and the sheer force of humanity's desire to transcend the bounds of understanding. Baba Vanga emerged not just as a blind woman who saw, but as a guiding force for those yearning to uncover the mysteries interwoven with their destinies, a powerful image of resilience and wisdom soundtracked by the relentless ticking of time. Chapter 3: Prophecies and Predictions. Baba Vanga's prophecies form an intricate mosaic, woven from threads of intuition, cultural context, and an uncanny ability to tap into the subconscious fears of humanity. Each prediction, though often vague in its wording, resonated deeply with those willing to listen, many of whom sought her insights amid a world brimming with uncertainties. The sheer volume of her prophecies spanned decades and encompassed a vast array of topics: natural disasters, political upheaval, and even the personal struggles of humanity. Among her most notable predictions were global events that seemed improbable at the time of her revelations. For example, Vanga forewarned about the Chernobyl disaster years before it occurred, describing a catastrophe involving toxic gas that would change the trajectory of Eastern Europe forever. Skeptics contend that such insights are merely the product of educated guesses, yet countless individuals have attested to the surreal accuracy of her words, embedding her legend in the collective consciousness. Vanga's approach encompassed a unique methodology that transcended mere foresight. Each session with a seeker involved a ritualistic preparation, wherein she would enter a meditative state that allowed her to connect with what she described as the cosmic energy. This transcendent experience, she claimed, opened her senses to the currents of time, unveiling threads of fate intertwined with the lives of those around her. The interplay of silence and vision created an atmosphere rich with emotional weight, ultimately revealing the contours of individual destinies. Yet, beyond the sensationalism of her most famous predictions lies a deeper, often strikingly personal narrative. Vanga's readings frequently intersected with human fragility, emphasizing themes of love, loss, and resilience. Numerous clients walked away from her humble dwelling with not just answers to their queries, but with profound emotional clarity. Vanga's ability to communicate these deep-seated thoughts often brought about transformative experiences, allowing seekers to confront hidden fears and rediscover their aspirations. Her predictive brilliance extended to political figures, many of whom gravitated toward her for insight during times of uncertainty. Accounts of such interactions reveal candid exchanges where world leaders sought direction amidst looming crises. Notably, her foresight regarding the geopolitical tensions of the Balkans resonated with uncanny precision, leading many to speculate whether she had tapped into a deeper psychic awareness of historical patterns, a phenomenon far beyond simple chance. The fascination surrounding Baba Vanga's prophecies prompted an exploration of the societal impact embedded within each prediction. As she spoke of changing world dynamics, she unwittingly became a harbinger of caution. The intangible essence of her insights often triggered widespread reflection, compelling individuals to consider their roles within the broader tapestry of fate. Each of her foretellings became not merely predictions, but invitations to confront the unpredictability of life. Moreover, Vanga's prophecies transcended simplistic interpretations of good versus evil. They acknowledged the complexities of human nature and the multifaceted conflicts of existence. Her words conveyed caution without succumbing to fatalism, often urging clients to embrace their power to shape their destinies amid uncertainty. The essence of her predictions lay in recognizing the choices available, embracing agency, while remaining aware of the unseen forces at play. Within this intricately woven narrative, one overarching question remains: what drives the human fascination with prophecy? As echoes of Vanga's predictions reverberate in the collective psyche, they beckon us to confront our uncertainties about the future. The allure of foresight transcends cultural boundaries and speaks to an innate human need to make sense of chaos. As we sift through the layers of her predictions, we glean insights that urge us to confront our mortality, navigate our interpersonal connections, and ultimately seek meaning in a world riddled with unpredictability. Baba Vanga stands as a symbol of that quest, reminding us of the thin veil between possibility and reality, between despair and hope. Through her lens, we explore the intricacies of foresight, understanding that her predictions were born not merely from the visions of a blind mystic, but from the turbulent waters of human experience, ever searching for coherence amid the currents of an unpredictable life. Chapter 4. The Impact on a Nation. Baba Vanga's influence transcended the realm of individual prophecy. It rippled through the fabric of Bulgarian society, profoundly impacting the national psyche. As a nation emerged from the shadows of historical trauma and societal upheaval, her presence loomed large, encapsulating the struggles, aspirations, and collective identity of a people grappling with change. The mystic became a mirror reflecting the turmoil of her times, her prophecies echoing the unspoken fears and desires coursing through the national consciousness. In the years following World War II, Bulgaria experienced a turbulent transition marked by political upheaval, social reform, and conflicting ideologies. During such chaos, individuals sought solace and clarity, a sentiment that directed attention toward Vanga's mystical gifts. Her insights provided a counterbalance to the disarray, presenting a form of hope amidst the uncertainties of a shifting identity. People turned to her, not only for personal guidance, but as a voice that articulated the collective anxieties of a nation unmoored by history. Her prophecies, many of which foreshadowed environmental disasters, social unrest, and revolutionary political shifts, resonated with a population increasingly aware of the interconnectedness of local and global events. One of her most alarming predictions involved dramatic climatic shifts that would largely affect the agrarian society of Bulgaria. As agricultural livelihoods faced mounting challenges, Vanga's warnings served as both cautionary tales and prophetic musings, underscoring the urgency of environmental consciousness, an idea that was just beginning to penetrate the public discourse. Yet, while she became a figure of hope, Vanga was not without her detractors. Critics within the communist regime sought to undermine her status, and various factions accused her of manipulating the public psyche for personal gain. The juxtaposition of belief and skepticism mirrored the struggles of a nation, one that was learning to negotiate the space between faith and rationality, as it grappled with its cultural identity in the wake of external pressures. The 1980s heralded a wave of skepticism toward Vanga's prophecies within the political arena, as the establishment reacted against the cultural currents she represented. Nevertheless, the enduring appeal of her insights remained unshaken among the masses, who found in her words a thread of reliable continuity in times rife with doubt. The paradox of her position, part mystic, part cultural icon, reflects the deeper complexities of the Bulgarian spirit, a people ever vigilant in searching for meaning amid disarray. Her impact extended beyond the realm of ordinary people to the corridors of power, where politicians found themselves drawn to her counsel during times of crisis. The significance of her advice was not merely anecdotal. It shaped decision-making at critical junctures in Bulgarian history. As the fabric of forthcoming transformations began to reveal itself, Baba Vanga became a point of reference for leaders striving to unite the nation. This interplay of mysticism and statecraft underscores the intricate ways in which individuals sought divine guidance within the human condition. The explosion of interest in Baba Vanga created a cultural phenomenon in Bulgaria, permeating literature, folklore, and popular culture. From novels reimagining her life to feature films depicting her prophetic prowess, the collective imagination enveloped her within an indelible narrative. Emblematic of a deeper yearning, she bridged the chasm between the past and future, a vital connection in a society forging its identity against the backdrop of external influences. In examining the impact of Baba Vanga on Bulgaria, one must confront the finer nuances of belief and culture that persisted throughout her life. The mystic represented a convergence of historical struggle, cultural richness, and enduring hope. She became a testament not only to the power of prophecy, but to the fundamental human desire to confront uncertainty in a world that often feels chaotic and inscrutable. As we continue to unravel this complex tapestry, we view Baba Vanga not merely as an individual gifted with foresight, but as a collective symbol of the resilience and tenacity of the Bulgarian spirit. Chapter 5: Skepticism and Belief. As the legend of Baba Vanga grew in stature, so too did the currents of skepticism that accompanied her rise. The duality of adoration and doubt formed a crucial narrative in her life, reflecting the broader human struggle to reconcile faith with reason. In a world increasingly anchored in scientific discoveries and empirical evidence, Vanga became a focal point for debates surrounding intuition versus rationality, faith versus skepticism. At the heart of the skepticism directed toward Vanga's prophecies lies the critical question: can the intangible be quantified? Detractors argued that her predictions were the byproduct of psychological mechanisms, attributing her apparent accuracy to cognitive biases and selective memory. The phenomenon of confirmation bias, where individuals only recall instances that reinforce their beliefs, became central in discussions attempting to demystify her prophecies. Critics posited that vague statements could be interpreted in manifold ways, allowing for retrospective validation, regardless of outcome. Consideration of Vanga's status reveals a broader societal conflict, a struggle that persists within various cultures grappling with the dichotomy of science and mysticism. The postmodern age, marked by rapid technological advancement, fostered an environment where the pursuit of knowledge often clashed with the intangible realm of spirituality. With science offering explanations that grounded human experience, the allure of prophecy faced growing resistance. Vanga's predictions, shrouded in poetry and metaphor, stood at the precipice of a divide that posed significant implications for a society in transition. Yet, as skepticism proliferated, it did not extinguish the fervor surrounding Vanga's insights. Believers rallied with fervent passion, arguing that the meanings imbued within her prophecies transcended mere words. Her insights often resonated with the collective emotional climate, capturing the essence of societal discontent and uncertainty. The emotional connection individuals felt toward her mirrored humanity's age-old desire for guidance in navigating life's labyrinth, a sentiment surpassing the parameters of scientific scrutiny. The cultural examination of beliefs surrounding Baba Vanga unveils an intricate tapestry where personal experiences intertwine with historical circumstance. Interviews with followers reveal tales of profound transformations through her guidance, a testament to the power of belief in shaping identity. Clients often speak of serendipitous moments where her predictions unfolded in ways both miraculous and uncanny, reaffirming their faith not just in her abilities, but in the interconnectedness of existence. This juxtaposition of skepticism and belief further deepens the narrative of Baba Vanga, inviting reflection on the relative nature of truth. For many, the desire for understanding transcended the need for concrete evidence. Her prophecies became a symbolic language conveying the unquantifiable experiences of life. Vanga's insights often captured the essence of the human condition, revealing truths that transcended empirical analysis. As society continues to navigate the intersections between belief and doubt, her story serves as a lens for examining the complexities inherent within the human experience. Moreover, Baba Vanga's influence inspired a broader cultural movement, one that spurred interest in alternative systems of understanding. An increase in the popularity of holistic practices, intuitive arts, and alternative spirituality emerged alongside her story, suggesting a yearning for deeper connections with self and the universe. Individuals exploring these realms often turn to empirical tools such as astrology, Reiki, and meditation as viable pathways toward understanding a multifaceted existence. Baba Vanga stands at the intersection of belief and skepticism, an enduring figure amid an age marked by paradox. Her life invites readers to interrogate their own relationships with faith, reason, and the mysteries that linger on the periphery of understanding. In navigating this duality, one discovers that skepticism evokes critical inquiry, while belief offers solace and hope, a delicate dance mirroring the ebb and flow of human existence itself. As we delve deeper into the legend of Baba Vanga, we encounter the paradoxes that blur the lines between the seen and the unseen, illuminating the infinite complexities of life woven through experiences of faith and doubt. Chapter 6: The Legacy of Baba Vanga. Baba Vanga's legacy manifests as a rich tapestry of cultural symbolism, embodying the complexities of belief, intuition, and the human experience. Long after her passing on August 11, 1996, her influence continues to reverberate not only through Bulgarian society, but also across the globe. The enigmatic mystic remains a subject of fascination, her prophecies persistently reinterpreted, reclaimed, and discussed in various cultural contexts, extending her reach beyond the scope of her earthly life. The foundation of her legacy rests on the paradox of her existence, a blind woman whose sightless state became a lens for perceiving the unseen currents of destiny. Vanga encapsulates a profound narrative that encourages exploration into the deeper aspects of human consciousness. The interplay of fate and agency, as reflected in her prophecies, highlights the struggles inherent within individuals as they navigate life's uncertainties. Vanga transformed the perception of disability, turning her blindness into a source of power and connection, a reinterpretation that resonates with many across cultural lines. As the 21st century dawned, interest in mystical figures surged, paralleling a broader societal return to spiritual inquiry. Vanga's legacy became intertwined with this resurgence, allowing her voice to echo within the dialogues surrounding healing, spirituality, and the unexplained. Her influence thrived amid a culture eager to contrast rationality with the imperceptible dimensions of existence. The mystic's life story transcended geographical boundaries, weaving into the fabric of popular culture as her prophecies fueled documentaries, films, and literature, each iteration reflecting the collective search for meaning. Central to her legacy is the theme of connection, a bond forged through empathy and understanding. The intimate relationships she cultivated with clients transformed her prophecies into a kind of sacred exchange, transcending mere fortune-telling to foster emotional catharsis and validation. This legacy of emotional resonance persists, inspiring individuals to confront their insecurities and fears, while finding comfort in the mysteries that bind humanity. Notably, the reclamation of Vanga's legacy has also sparked cross-cultural interpretations. Her figure has become a symbol spanning various traditions, representing the convergence of spirituality and intuitive wisdom. In Eastern spiritual frameworks, she embodies a form of Shakti, a feminine energy, providing guidance and enlightenment. The resurgence of interest in female mystics places Vanga alongside other influential figures, revealing a lineage of wisdom that beckons future generations to explore profound connections with the unseen. However, her legacy casts a shadow, inviting critical dialogue surrounding the cultural appropriation of mysticism. In an age where commodification often overshadows authenticity, the challenge of reconciling her profound insights with commercial enterprises emerges. The growing fascination with clairvoyance necessitates a nuanced understanding of the complexities that underlie cultural appropriation within spiritual practices, as her name becomes repurposed to sell everything from books to spiritual retreats, often lacking the essence of her original teachings. As her legacy evolves, the complexities embedded within her narrative prompt examinations of the nature of truth surrounding prophecy and spirituality. Questions arise. How do we honor the integrity of her offerings amid market-driven endeavors? What does it mean to engage with these traditions responsibly? Vanga's legacy serves as a catalyst for deeper exploration into the delicate interplay of wisdom and commercialization, compelling us to navigate the waters of belief with self-awareness and respect. Ultimately, Baba Vanga's enduring presence functions as a reminder of the potent human desire to seek profound connections to the universe. Through her teachings, she implores us to confront the uncertainties that linger at the edges of existence, urging us to recognize our shared humanity. Her legacy demands introspection, considering what it means to embrace our vulnerabilities while daring to reach into the realms of the unknown. Ultimately, Baba Vanga's enduring presence functions as a reminder of the potent human desire to seek profound connections to the universe. Through her teachings, she implores us to confront the uncertainties that linger at the edges of existence, urging us to recognize our shared humanity. Her legacy demands introspection, considering what it means to embrace our vulnerabilities while daring to reach into the realms of the unknown. As we contextualize her life and contributions within a modern frame, we uncover the depths of her wisdom, empowering others to consider their place in the intricate dance of fate and free will, a legacy of connection, discovery, and the relentless pursuit of meaning. Chapter 7. Cultural Interpretations. Baba Vanga stands as a transcendent figure whose story orchestrates diverse cultural interpretations, each yielding new insights into the human experience. Her life and prophecies invite exploration through the lenses of folklore, psychology, and spirituality, offering a comprehensive understanding of a mystic whose influence extends far beyond the borders of her homeland. As Vanga's narrative continues to be woven into cultural discourses, the myriad interpretations affirm her status as an icon resonating with universal themes of insight, identity, and the interplay between faith and reason. The realms of folklore and mythology provide an avenue for exploring Vanga's significance within the broader context of traditional storytelling practices. Her extraordinary capabilities align with archetypes seen throughout global history, figures cloaked in mystery, often endowed with the power to foresee the future. Such parallels reflect the age-old human fascination with mysticism, echoing sentiments found in diverse cultures that revere seers as intermediaries between the terrestrial and the divine. Within Eastern European folklore, Vanga's persona embodies the archetype of the wise woman, drawing on a lineage of spiritual guides whose wisdom is sought in times of tumult. Russian and Bulgarian myths catalogue similar figures, infusing the mystic traditions with rich narratives exploring the intersections of destiny, suffering, and redemption. As a representative of this archetype, Vanga transcends her individual existence, embodying the collective enchantment with the unknown that permeates human culture. Psychological interpretations offer a further layer of understanding, revealing how Vanga's insights resonate with aspects of the human psyche. The thematic underpinnings of her prophecies connect deeply with the universal struggles of fear, hope, and existential questioning. Through an exploration of Carl Jung's concept of the collective unconscious, we can perceive Vanga as a vessel through which hidden truths emerge. Her foretellings capture the essence of psychological projections, wherein individuals internalize their anxieties and desires within the framework of prophecy, allowing them to confront personal narratives within a larger story. The cultural interpretations surrounding Vanga also invoke discussions surrounding gender dynamics, her story a prism reflecting the cultural expectations and limitations placed upon women. As a blind woman who spoke truth to power, Vanga subverted societal norms, carving out a space for female agency. Her success challenges historically ingrained perceptions of women relegated to passive roles, elevating her to the status of an empowered figure. The reclamation of her narrative serves as a reminder of the dynamism of female mysticism, inspiring future generations to embrace their abilities to seek answers beyond conventionality. In contemporary discourse, Vanga's influence intersects with the rise of New Age spirituality, appealing to those exploring introspective pathways amidst a tumultuous world. The allure of prophecy resonates in our contemporary searches for meaning as society grapples with uncertainty. Her life story urges individuals to engage with their own intuitions, to confront existential fears, while embracing the wisdom that arises from vulnerability, a significant component in fostering emotional resilience in modern life. Amidst the wave of cultural interpretations surrounding Vanga, skepticism remains, prompting reserve and reflection within this exploration. Detractors cautioned against commodifying spiritual insights, posing critical questions regarding the ethical implications of appropriating narratives for various gain. The commercialization of her legacy raises concerns about authenticity and the obligations to honor the traditions from which her insights arise. In synthesizing these diverse cultural interpretations, we unveil a multifaceted figure designated for profound introspection. Baba Vanga embodies not just the allure of prophecy, but also the essence of the human experience, the thirst for knowledge, the search for meaning, and the boundless exploration of identity. Her significance reverberates across cultures, offering pathways toward deeper understanding. As we engage with her story, we embark on a journey that invites us to examine our beliefs, challenge our assumptions, and embrace the complexities inherent within life, a cultural exploration grounded in the intricacies of human existence. Chapter 8. The Future Beyond Sight. The story of Baba Vanga culminates in an exploration of the future, a realm she navigated with uncanny foresight, yet one that remains mired in uncertainty. The phrase "the future beyond sight" serves not only as a reflection of her unique abilities, but also resonates deeply with our collective experience. As we peek into the unknown, discretion becomes essential. Navigating the complexities embedded within our fears and aspirations mirrors the intimate dance between hope and anxiety. Baba Vanga's legacy invites contemplation on the fluidity of time, raising fundamental questions. What does it mean to predict the future, and how can we reconcile the desire for foresight with our inability to control outcomes? Throughout her life, she situated herself between the known and the unknown, providing insights while emphasizing the vitality of human agency, a profound reminder that while prophecies illuminate paths, the choices we make ultimately shape our destinies. The concept of the future beyond sight reiterates the connections between the mystical, psychological, and emotional domains. Vanga's life reflects humanity's persistent inquiry into the nature of existence, a quest for understanding amidst chaos. Within this quest lies the essence of faith, not as blind belief, but as an active engagement with uncertainty. The search for significance persists, representing the relentless human endeavor to discern meaning in an ever-shifting landscape. As society grapples with rapid advancements in technology, the future remains an arena of exhilaration and trepidation. The promises of artificial intelligence, climate change, and interconnected global communities evoke both hope and fear, propelling individuals to seek wisdom in unexpected places. Baba Vanga's story stands as a testament to the timeless human inclination to seek guidance through the unknown, encouraging us to embrace our intuition while navigating the complexities ahead. Moreover, an exploration of the future necessitates a philosophical inquiry into the interplay between fate and free will. Vanga's insights often straddled these realms, urging individuals to recognize the intrinsic power of choice amid impending uncertainties. Embracing agency, while acknowledging larger forces at play, allows for a nuanced understanding of existence, one that mirrors the unfolding narratives of countless individuals striving to tread the delicate line between destiny and self-determination. In reflecting on the future beyond sight, we encounter an invitation to engage with our vulnerabilities. Baba Vanga epitomizes the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that, within the depths of fear, lies the potential for transformation. The unknown need not be feared. Instead, it can be embraced as a canvas upon which we craft our narratives. As we chart our paths forward, we carry her essence with us, a testament to our capacity to face uncertainty with courage, empathy, and the belief that the mystery of existence holds treasures yet to be unveiled. Ultimately, as we contemplate the legacy of Baba Vanga and the future beyond sight, we reclaim the power of intuition and the art of prophecy. The resonance of her life is felt not just in the visions she shared, but in the reminder that the threads connecting us, those of humanity, vulnerability, and hope remain the most significant forces shaping our existence. The journey into the future, therefore, is not solely about what lies ahead, but rather a profound exploration of self, community, and the intricate interplay of fate and intention that defines the human experience. If you found this video helpful, inspiring, or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future content. Your support means the world. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.